I have an update when it comes to Hedera, and could it be considered good? Hypothetically, I think so, and let me explain why. Because not too long ago, it was announced that when it comes to Hedera, at least they posted on X, NVIDIA Blackwell platform to support Equity Labs verifiable compute deployment, announced in collaboration with Scan Computers, Accenture, Public Sector, and built on Hedera. Now, first of all, let's address that NVIDIA part. NVIDIA, in terms of market cap, as of right now, at least at the time of this recording, if we consider that, that is allegedly currently the world's most valuable company. So again, that's very impressive to even see that in the same regard. And even in kind of the same post, I would say, when it comes to Hedera, I mean, that is very impressive in my opinion. Not to mention, we have to also take a look at Accenture. Very massive, right? I mean, so when I take a look at Hedera, I don't think it's a bad project, and arguably, I would say that this is actually a good update when it comes to Hedera in terms of what's going on with it. Because when I see updates like this, I do get excited. And some other projects out there, they say that, oh, you know what? We're gonna be, launching this thing. And then they don't say the date, they don't say the time, they don't say anything. They say, we're having this in progress, we're having this. But I think Hedera actually has updates that I find worthwhile seeing in most cases. I also like seeing how it's actually quality in some cases as well. Like, it's not something that just feels like slapped together, like, oh, we're going to be working with this NFT project to launch this NFT collection that some people might not even care about, right? It's actually something that I find value in terms of the quality of what they're actually doing. So this is why I like Hedera so much. Now, I'm not telling anyone to do anything when it comes to HBAR, by the way, but this is just the way to take a look at it. In terms of the quality of what they update the community with, I do like that. Again, this is just my mentality when it comes to this. However, even besides all that, sometimes people like to say, oh, HBAR as of right now is doing pretty good, but they say, oh, you know what? The fundamentals are not good. Well, I disagree with that. Sure, traditional blockchain technology, it's worked in the past, it's still working as of right now, and it wouldn't shock me if it did work for the foreseeable future, at least in my perspective, but a directed acyclic graph, I don't see why it'd be bad. I mean, I think it could maybe be a good alternative in some cases when compared to traditional blockchain technology due to its amazing scalability, allegedly features, also due to its, amazing transaction speeds, for instance, also due to its improved data storage. I just think that when it comes to a directed acyclic graph, which Hedera Hashgraph does not utilize traditional blockchain technology, again, instead it uses that, a directed acyclic graph. So I think this is something that is very interesting. I think it's very unique. I'm curious to see what Hedera does next, but in the meantime, I do like what I'm seeing here. And also, just for altcoins overall, generally speaking, when it comes to just beyond HBAR, the slight recovery, given the massive pullback, I do like what I'm seeing, but it's just a waiting game for me because many people were not thinking that things were going to recover this soon, right? Some people thought, oh, the bull run's over when it comes to altcoins. Now we'll have to wait and see, but I like what I'm seeing as of right now when it comes to altcoins, generally speaking. So I'm going to still stay patient, dollar cost averaging, holding, and just waiting. That's what I'm going to do. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll greatly appreciate it. It's only the captain, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.